So idioms. Idioms are like sayings. You
I
might
stayed in the same
say
period for
something,
exams.
but you don't
I stayed in
really
the same
mean
period
that.
for quiet.
Nakai, make sure you have our microphone off, sir. When you say an idiom, you mean something different than what you actually said. Let's take a look at the first one. Number one says, put your foot in your mouth. When someone says that they put their foot in their mouth, they don't really mean that they bent down, took their foot, and shoved it into their mouth. What they mean is, I guess the way if we look here, the one that it matches with would be G, to say something foolish. When someone says that you put your foot in your mouth, they're saying that you were talking with somebody and you said something and you didn't really mean to say that, and it was like an embarrassing thing to say, or it was something that you shouldn't have said. So that's what it means to put your foot in your mouth. So right here in this box next to that, I'm going to put the letter G. When someone says, or when you say that you put your foot in your mouth, what they really mean is you said something foolish. Number two is pulling your leg. I want you to raise your hand if someone's ever told you that, or if you ever heard that, so that someone was pulling your leg. Okay. Ezekiel, when someone told you that, did they really grab your leg and start pulling on it?
No, that means like they are teasing you.
Like they're teasing you or they're playing with you, right? That they're not being serious. So that would be answer choice D, that they're tricking you. Yes, Jaylene.
My computer is very slow.
Okay, baby. Make sure it's plugged in, because if it's low on battery, that might have something to do with it. If not, you just have to be kind of patient with it.
It's been plugged in all day.
Okay. Well, then we just got to be a little bit patient with it, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Number three, all in the same boat. Raise your hand if you've heard that. We're all in the same boat. Okay, Kylie, when you heard that, were you really in a boat with somebody?
No.
No. What do you think it means?
Um, in like a big group, like a group.
That's not a bad way to say that. When you say that we're all in the same boat, you're kind of saying like we're all in the same situation. So, like if you let's say that you were talking with, I don't know, mom and sister, right? And you said, "Oh, I couldn't sleep last night. The neighbor's dogs kept barking all night. I'm so tired." And then your sister goes, "Yeah, me too. Those dogs kept barking and barking and barking." And then your mom goes, "Yeah, me too. We're all in the same boat." She's saying that all of you are the same, that all of you are tired because the dogs are barking or whatever else kept you up. So when someone says we're all in the same boat, they're telling you that they're all in the same situation. So like if you're tired and I tell you we're all in the same boat, that means, yeah, I'm tired too. What about number four? My hands are tied. Raise your hand if someone's ever told you that before. They say my hands are tied. Okay, Alexa, when someone told you that, did they really have like rope on their hands? They were like, "Alexa, free me, please."
Nope.
Okay, what do you think it means to say my hands are tied?
H.
H. If they say my hands are tied, they're saying I can't do anything about that. Like if someone had them tied up and they couldn't do anything, that's what they're saying. Bailey, make sure we have our idioms open so we can be working on it, okay? Number 5. Let the cat out of the bag. Who's ever heard that before? Raise your hand. Let the cat out of the bag. Jaylene. Jaylene, when someone told you that, did they really have like a bag and they opened it up and a cat flew out of it?
No.
No, what do you think it means, Jaylene?
Uh,
If someone says they let the cat out of the bag.
I think it's um. I never really understood what it means, but I
Take a
heard
guess.
it before.
Okay, take a guess.
Mm,
So we said it can't be G, we use that. Can't be D. Can't be J, and it can't be H. So we have it's your decision to tell a secret, to get married, it's over and done with, not feeling well, or nervous.
um, I think I think it's E.
It is B. When someone says that you let the cat out of the bag, it means that you had a secret and that you let it out. Like when you let the words out of your mouth is like the bag, the words are like the cat. Whatever secret that you were supposed to keep to yourself, you told. What about 6? On pins and needles. Who's ever heard that before? Noah? Heard that before? And when they told you that, Noah, were they really like sitting on like a chair that had a bunch of needles sticking up and poking them? No. What do you think it means, Noah? If you say, I'm on pins and needles. You gotta make sure you put your microphone on, sir. Or you can type it into the chat. Up to you, Noah. F. That they're not feeling well. It does have to do with feelings, but it doesn't mean they're not feeling well. It's a different kind of feeling. Bradley, what do you think?
Nervous.
That they're nervous. So when they say they're on pins and needles, they're saying they're very nervous. Because normally if people are very nervous, they can't like sit in their seat. They have to like get up and they're moving around and they're walking back and forth. The same way that if your chair was made out of like needles sticking up, you wouldn't sit down in it very long, would you? You might sit down and then get right back up and then sit down and get right back up again. So I is the one that matches the best. What about 7? The ball is in your court. Who's ever heard that one before? The ball is in your court. Ooh, so this is a new one for us. Okay. Who wants to give me a guess? What do you think people really mean when they say the ball's in your court? Kylie, what do you think it might mean?
E?
E. It's over and done with. No, not quite. So, when someone tells you the ball's in your court, it's kind of like if you were playing basketball and the ball was on your side of the court. Now, do they really mean you're playing basketball? No. Again, these are idioms. These mean something different. What it means when someone tells you the ball's in your court, they're saying that it's up to you. You get to decide. So the one that it matches with would be answer choice A. If someone tells you the ball's in your court, they're telling you it's your decision. Number 8, tie the knot. Raise your hand if you've heard that one. Tie the knot. Alexa, you heard that one?
No, but I think I know what it is.
Oh, okay. Well, what do you think it is then?
C.
C, to get married. That's absolutely true. When someone says that someone has tied the knot, they don't mean that they got like a rope and tied anything up. What they mean is they got married to somebody. So this would be C. To tie the knot means to get married. Number 9, under the weather. Who's ever heard that before? Or that someone's told you that they're under the weather? Kylie, what do you think it really means to say that they're under the weather?
Not feeling well.
That's the one that means not feeling well. So when they say under the weather, they don't mean like that it's raining or there's a thunderstorm. They mean that they just don't feel very well that day. It could be a stomach ache, maybe their leg hurts, maybe their head hurts, something. So that would be F. And number 10, it's water under the bridge. Jaylene, what do you think that means to say it's water under the bridge?
I already have the letter.
Okay, well, what do you think it is? What's the letter that goes there?
E.
Which one?
E.
E. Very good. Water under the bridge means that it's over and done with. Means that whatever it is, whatever they're saying is water under the bridge, they're saying, no, I mean, it's done. If you ever heard someone say, I'm over it, it's kind of that same meaning. Because the same way that if you were walking on a bridge, you're over the water, they're saying they're over it. Whatever happened, it's done. Okay, let's practice using some. We need to pick 2 different idioms from this list and write a sentence with it. So who wants to pick one for me and we'll write a sentence using that? What's one idiom we could use? Noah, what do you think? What number should we use?
F.
Okay, so F, under the weather. Okay, so we need to write a sentence about someone not feeling very well. What could we write, Noah? What do you think? When might someone not be feeling well?
When they were playing in the rain.
Oh, okay, they were playing in the rain. Okay, I need a name. What name can I use? Who can give me a name? Jadine, what's a name I could use for this sentence?
Alexandra?
Okay.
Alex?
So we can put Alex was playing in the rain. And then Noah, would you feel under the weather while you're in the rain or would it be afterward?
After.
Afterwards. So Alex was playing in the rain and afterwards, or, ooh, you know what we could say? And the next day she was feeling under the weather. I like that example that you gave, Noah, about playing in the rain. I was thinking maybe somebody ate too much. Sometimes when you eat too much, your stomach starts to hurt, you don't feel very well. But that's a good one too. I like that. Alexandra went out into the rain. She was playing around, having a fun time. But the next day, now she's not feeling well. Maybe she's got like a runny nose. Maybe she's coughing or she's going, I'm so sick. What about another one? I need another idiom to use. Who can pick another one for me? Kylie, what's another idiom I could use in a sentence? What do you think? Which one of our idioms, besides under the weather, because we already used that one, what's another one I could use?
A.
Okay, let's go with A then. So A says it's your decision. That means the ball is in your court. Okay, so the ball is in your court. I need a name. Who can give me a name for this sentence? Need a name I could use for this one. Kylie? What name could I use?
Jenny.
Okay. So Jenny. Jenny, what could Jenny do that would give someone a decision? What could they be deciding about? What do you think? What's a decision that someone might ask you to make? What's something you might have to decide?
If you want to play a game.
Ooh, if you want to play a game. Okay. So maybe Jenny's got some different games, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Jenny, um, if if you were gonna tell someone, Kylie, like, hey, which game do you want to play? How would you show them the options? What would you do?
Mm, I would ask them.
Like, would you show them the games? Would you hand them the games? What would you do?
I would tell them which games.
Okay, so you tell them which games you have?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Jenny told me which games she had, and then after she told the person the list, then they would say the ball's in your court because they're saying your decision, you choose. Jenny told me which game she had and said, we got to use quotation marks here because Jenny's talking to us. The ball is in your court. Yes, Alexa.
Can you please keep that up for a few minutes? It's because I just came back from the restroom.
That's okay. Don't worry. I'll put it back up, but I'm going to tell you what we're going to do next, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay. The next page is the part that you're going to do on your own. Up here, there's a list of words that you could use. And what you're going to do is you're going to read the sentence and you're going to put one of those words in the blank spaces. Okay? I'm going to do the first I'll do the first 3 with you. That way you can see what I mean. Number 1 says Kenny likes candy. He has a sweet blank. What's the word that we should use at the end of that? Nakai? Which one of these words finishes that sentence? Kenny likes candy. He has a sweet what? Try again, Nakai. What is it? I think it's fighting with you again. No. Why did it get angry? Bella, what do you think?
A sweet tongue.
Not a tongue, but you're close. I mean, close in the area. Not your tongue, but Kylie?
Tooth.
A sweet tooth. Because he's always biting and chewing on candy. So Kenny likes candy. He has a sweet tooth. Okay. She doesn't mean it. She's just pulling your... What? What's the word that finishes it? Jadine? What word finishes that sentence? Leg. She doesn't mean it. She's just pulling your leg. Okay. What about the next one? Catching the bus is a pain in the blank. What word? Which one of these ones finishes it? Kylie? We want to use something from our list up here. What would you say? So we already used tooth, so it's not a pain in the tooth. We use leg, so it's not a pain in the leg. Pain in the face? No, but I'm sure that would be very uncomfortable to just have pain in your face. You're close though. It's not the face, but it's close by the face, just underneath the face. Noah? The pain in the what?
Brain.
No, not brain. Remember, lower than the face. What's right underneath your face? Right here. We call this the Bradley, what do we call it?
Neck.
Pain in the neck. So I'm gonna leave the other ones on this page for you to do. Okay. Now Alexa, like you asked me to, I'm gonna go back to the first page. That way I can leave it up in case you have to catch up.